Hey guys, what's up? This is Youth casting for the Star Alliance team, and I'm bringing you a 1 versus 1 between our two players here. We're going to have uGpEzaLB, who is actually QuanticIllusion now. He's going to be the red Terran here, the bottom left of Core Compound, and he's going against uGpEzaLB. It's a pretty long name. He's going to be our blue protoss here at the top right, and it's hard play. Wow. Yeah, so this is going to be a TVP here in Core Compound ladder game, and I got this from Illusion's replay pack, which got released a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, this is going to be a nice game, and we'll see what happens here. Terran's complaining a lot lately about TVP. I play Terran, and I complain about TVP as well. Protoss so overpowered late game. Well, at least that's what most people think. It's Protoss good units. Protoss is good damn units. And in the late game where they can reinforce so quickly, it's pretty difficult as Terran. But we'll see what happens here. In this TVP, we'll be able to learn something. Here comes an SCV. You're going to be scouting most likely. Pro going to be harassing the SCV. Not going to manage to do much damage at all. And we're most likely going to be seeing a 1 gate expand from both players, one racks. Refinery going down though from Illusion. Interesting. Here comes the gateway from uGpEzaLB, who's going to be a Protoss player from now. I'm just not going to say his name much longer. It's so long. Gas steal coming from a Protoss player as well. Interesting decision here to steal the gas. That's not too common, I don't think. We'll see what happens here. This SCV hasn't yet scouted the opponent's base, doesn't know what's going on here. We see the gas coming up for our Protoss. No Nexus yet. Should be coming after the Cyber Core most likely. And this gas steal is just going to be there. And preventing any Banshees from coming out. And that sort of thing. And here we should be seeing a Nexus coming out right now before the Cyber Core. So that is interesting. We've been seeing plays like Parting drop the Nexus after the Cyber Core most of the time, but we'll see what happens here. That Marine's not going to be spawning that probe over there. It's not going to make a big impact on the game though, not to spot that probe. That probe is only going to be able to see this command center should it go down, and also the wall in where there's a tech lab going down now. 100 gas. Oh wait. Oh, here's a factory. Wow, I was thinking, well, he had 100 gas, he made a tech lab, now he's got 50 gas. What is going on? So a factory is coming down here for our Terran Illusion. Another gateway coming down for a Protoss alongside with the Cyber Core, which is now completing. And we keep mining gas here from Illusion, and here we see concussive shells being researched. Probe gonna be scouting. Supply depots does not go up. And that probe is going to get into the main TT. It's called by Illusion. And that probe is going to put a pylon down. That Marauder is going to see that pretty quickly. Oh, the pylon will most likely get cancelled. There's no concussive shells yet. Oh, yeah, he's going to spot that. And it does get cancelled. So it's no problemo. And here comes the factory. It is going to be scanning, it seems. No, it does not get spotted as well as we see. He did not see any of the buildings, so these buildings didn't see the factory as well. And Hellion going to be coming down here for our Terran player inside the Protoss's main. That is interesting. This gas hasn't been taken down yet, and here comes a command center in the low ground for Illusion. He's got concussive shells and a couple of Marauders. He's actually got 2 Marauders and 2 Marines. And an SCV here could be dropping down a bunker. The SCV should not die though. Another Stalker now coming. 2 Stalkers around. The SCV is going to die, and it does end up dying indeed. But we do have a few units here. That Hellion's going to be roasting a few drones. Sorry, probes. And these Marines will be able to do some damage if controlled correctly. A couple of probes have died. 5 in total, and now these 3 Stalkers would be able to deal with these units most likely. Doesn't really want to risk it though, as another Marauder does join the fray here. More Hellions are being produced right now. No probes mining in the main. So that is interesting. There's basically 1 base against 1 base right now, and a couple more barracks now coming up. Oh, the Hellion doing some damage. Marauder not being microed though. 1 Stalker might go down. It's not getting focus fire though. One Stalker goes down. The Hellion doesn't really do any damage to the probe lines just yet. Only 5 workers killed. Hellion trying to do some damage again. Will it kill a couple more? It does not seem likely. But there's no mining going on right now. And here comes another Hellion. Oh my god, these 2 Hellions could actually do a lot of damage. So we can see 7 workers killed right now. These Hellions definitely paid for themselves, and more Hellions are being made right now. We only have 2. But there's no mining going on in the main base right now. Oh, these probes are going into the main and will be intercepted by the Hellions. These 2 Hellions could do a lot of damage as well. There's no mining going on for a Protoss player, and meanwhile this base is now saturated. And yeah, a couple more probes are dying, up to 9 probes killed by these Hellions right now, and the Hellions don't really die. Assimilator now getting killed there, and the starport is going down. Of course, we do have the factory over here, so that starport is unlocked per se. And yeah, there's basically 1 base against 2 right now. Great build by Illusion here, definitely preventing the mining from his opponent. This 1 Hellion will get going here. Will it be able to do any damage? It seems like no, it will just get picked off pretty quickly, but these 2 Hellions do get into the main. Will be able to kill a couple more drones. It doesn't seem likely. Very quick response from our Protoss. Does get 1 more probe though, and goes up to 10 probe kills right now. Factory does end up lifting off, and Stim pack is about to complete here. We don't have an eBay yet though, so there's not going to be any upgrades for Illusion here, but I think that he's not really going to need them. I mean, it's so little income for a Protoss right now. 26 probes to 36 SCVs, and of course it was mostly 1 base for most of the game. The second gas guys are now coming up, but this Protoss player is pretty much in huge trouble. Refinery did get taken there by Illusion, and making a couple of medevacts right now. Another barracks joining the fray as well. He doesn't have combat shields yet, but he's just making plenty of marauders. Probe does die there, and that factory is still alive, so that's pretty good. 3 gates up for uGpEzaLB, and no robo. So he's going to find it pretty difficult to fight against huge numbers of marauders, which is basically what's coming. Combat shields as well on the way right now. And yeah, the 2 bases are pretty much saturated, going over to 43 SCVs to 30 probes. And of course, with the help of those mules, it's just not going to be close. So we can see the income. 4 digits for a Terran, only 3 for a Protoss most of the time. And 3rd gas coming there. Here is a forge. Will we say a second one? Yes, we do go 2 forges. I dislike the decision very much by uGpEzaLB, because he was far behind. I mean, he lost a few probes. He lost a lot of mining. He must be aware of that. And going for the 2 forges, I'm not sure that I like that decision. It's going to be really tough to hold this attack without the proper number of units, which it doesn't have. It's 84 supply to 66. And more units being made right now by Illusion. He's got a couple of medevacs. He's got Stim. He doesn't have combat shields though, but is that really going to matter? Here we have a Stim. Nice force fields there, trapping only 1 marauder though. It's not the best force fields there are. A couple of zealots will end up dying. The Guardian Shield is going to decrease the amount of damage done by a lot though. And these marauders and marines are going to be able to retreat safely for the time being. Here is that factory. Going to be getting a reactor on that. And we are up to 5 barracks right now. No 3rd base yet for Illusion. Could be coming pretty quickly here. And here we can see a 2 marine, 2 marauder drop. Stimming, going to be killing off that pylon. Going to be supply blocking uGpEzaLB, and then going to be picking off and just leaving. Here comes another stim from these marauders. Not really the best stim in the world. These zealots don't have charge though, as we know. And these marauders can endlessly kite with concussive shells. Here comes a drop once again in the main. Going to be trying to kill some probes here. And meanwhile, denying the 3rd base, of course. And nice response from uGpEzaLB. Kills one of the marines. Is chasing the drop down. And he loads back up. And meanwhile, here comes these stim marauders once again. Going into the main. Snipes 1, 2 stalkers, 3 stalkers. And all the stalkers do go down. Now going after the sentries. All the sentries will end up going down right here. Yes, indeed. He gets them all. And now these chargeless zealots are not going to be able to do enough damage. A couple more units joining the fray right here. And where is the other drop? There it is, not getting dropped down, and now it's going into the main. No 3rd base yet by Illusion. And here it comes, but he doesn't really have a rally point set. And now this drop is going to do a lot of damage. 1-1 not yet finished for our Protoss. And here come a couple more stalkers. Zealots are going to be chasing the units away, and they do load back into the main and will most likely go into the natural. Interesting. No, he's Yeah, he's going to go into the nat and dropping here once again these Marines and Marauders. Going to be trying to kill some probes and also dropping the natural as well. In the meantime, the medevac does go down though, so these units are essentially done with right now. A couple of zealots being warped in right there, killing a few units there and denying that drop. Very nice job by uGpEzaLB dealing with the multi-pronged attack here. But this is a huge army from Illusion joining the battle right now. We'll join up with these units. And there's just not that much left. Protoss Blade does have the 1-1 upgrades. Doesn't have the Twilight Council though. And he's on 4 gateways, soon to be 5. But this attack I think is just a bit too big. 143 supply to 84. Third base is going to be taken as well pretty quickly here. And he's getting a second eBay. Where is it? No, he's not getting... Yeah, there it is. And an armory. And here comes the attack, stimming over. Nice war steals, but the zealots don't really have charges. Just not enough units here. 70 supply to 150. Warping in a few more units there. Sentries are without energy. Zealots just dying before they can get to the army. Nice micro here by Illusion, but there's just not enough for uGpEzaLB. And I think this is going to be the GG. Yes, there it is. Being called as a drop was in the natural mineral line as well. And another one joining here the main. So really well played by Illusion. Nice build. And he just demolished his opponent. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you'll follow the channel and tune in for more casts soon. So I'll be casting a few more in the days to come. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see you around.